Awesome. So thank you so much, you guys, for getting on. I know it is difficult at this time of night. There's so much other stuff that you could be doing. And personally, I know like my energy tank's drained. So it does at this time of night normally. So it does not go unnoticed that you guys took the time to hop on, or anyone that's watching the recording too. We really, really appreciate it. So tonight I'm just basically going to, I'm going to share my story. So how I got introduced with Arbonne and why I decided to do it. Alexis is going to share her reason for joining. I'll talk a little bit about what the business is about. I'll talk about Arbonne's ingredient policy, and then I'll talk about our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And then I'll go over pricing and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Awesome. And if there's, right now it's good, but if there's any like background noise that I'm hearing, I will just mute you, but I'll leave everyone unmuted for now because it's pretty awesome. No background noise. All right. So I started with Arbonne a little bit over 2 years ago. So at the time, I was working full-time as a nurse, so I'm a registered nurse. And 2 years ago, my kids were 2 and 4. So they're now 4 and 7, right? Yeah. And I was working full-time. I was completely exhausted. My husband and I felt like we were cranky all the time. We weren't devoting as much time as we wanted to our fitness and wellness. We just were not very good versions of ourselves. And one day, I remember this day very clearly. My husband's like, "You need to quit your job." And I was like, "Excuse me? Like, I can't quit my job. We couldn't survive." And he's like, "Well, we can't survive the way we're going." And I'm like, "Well, you're absolutely right. But I don't know what we're going to do because I've been trying to get a part-time job for over a year." And 8 months prior to this point, I had been introduced to Arbonne. My neighbor, Natalie, asked me to host a party. And I said, sure, why not? And I was just telling Alexis, I'm like, all my friends like bailed. 2 friends showed up late and no one bought anything. So you'd think, yeah, I probably would not join this business. But I did buy one product and I absolutely fell in love with it. It was our makeup primer, which is something I'd never used before. And I went to Natalie and I said, I want to buy a couple more things. And she said, why don't you take a look at the business opportunity? And I looked at her, I have a degree. Like, I don't need to look at the business opportunity. But sure, I'll watch your video. And I actually didn't make time for it. I feel pretty bad now. But 8 months later, I was invited to another Arbonne party that my neighbor was hosting at another neighbor. So it was just across the street. And she talked again about the business, and she talked about how her mentor, Jen, who's now one of my best friends, how she replaced her teacher salary in 6 months working her Arbonne business. And at that point, I looked at her like a deer in the headlights. And she talked about how she worked at 10 hours a week around her life. And I said, like, is this even for real? I pulled Natalie over and I said, you know, I want to find out more about Arbonne. So she sent me that same video. I watched it like 5 minutes after I got home and I told her, okay, I want to learn even more about this. So we sat down with Jen. I decided, why the heck not? Actually, well, no, I was really, really scared. I thought, I'm probably going to do this, but I went and talked to my husband, and he was an anomaly because a lot of husbands they're very skeptical, but he was like, Caitlin, your jeans cost more than this. It was $95 at the time to start my business. It's now $59. And he said, just give it a shot. What do we have to lose? So terrified, mostly about what people were going to think of me. I was very scared, especially about what my mom was going to say. But I did it. And in 1 month, I felt comfortable going casual in my job. And then in 5 months, I did have the choice to quit nursing altogether if I wanted to. But I didn't do that. I've continued to work 1 to 2 days a week. And I took both the last 2 summers off to be home with my kids. And it's just been a huge blessing in my life. It's not something that I ever thought I would do, but I love helping people get healthy. And I love sharing this gift with people so they can have more time and money for the things that are really important to them. Alrighty, Alexis, I'll turn it over to you and let you share your story or why you decided to start your business.
Yeah, exactly. So mine is, it kind of sounds like it's starting similar to Caitlin's because Caitlin approached me I don't know. It was probably around 6 or 8 months ago. I think summertime or springtime, when I was in the middle of either practicum or trying to finish my program. And it was so stressful and hard, the teaching program. And I was interested in some kind of side business because I knew that I would need to do something like that to just to reach my financial goals faster and get out of debt fast enough to, even be able to buy a house. I have lots of student debt and accrued some of my own just like personal debt from being in school. But I was so busy and so stressed, so I didn't watch the video she sent me. I was like, I don't have 30 minutes. Like I'm interested, and then I felt bad too. But then I think then I've been watching Caitlin's posts that she makes, and it's all like health and wellness, and I love it. So I'll like them when I'm on Instagram. And then she reached out to me again and sent me a shorter video. And now that I'm finally working and graduated, so as of November and working as of December, I'm like, okay, I'm finally in a routine and have some extra time and want to start focusing in on something that can help me get towards some of my goals. So basically for me, the biggest one is financial. Like I have a big student loan. I have other debt, like I said, that I accrued while being in this program at UBC. So I want to get rid of that or have a good plan for it. I want to be able to just like save money, like travel from that money and just feel comfortable, not have to worry so much about money. It sucks being a student, and I feel like I've been a student for a long time, or been in that transition period for a long time, and now I'm finally done. So now I want to finally move on. I want to look good and I want to feel good. I've always been about health and wellness, but it's kind of gone up and down for me with life. So it's really nice to have the idea of having a coach like Caitlin in the business, and then have like products and start off with the 30 days to healthy living to kind of kickstart me into that. And it's a great time of year for that as well. So I'm really excited to try all this stuff, and it's all natural and botanically based. And I've had other people approach me with other products, and I'm just not into it unless it's natural. I just can't I can't do it. I've been that way for a really long time, but I think it's really good to have that kind of healthy sort of natural approach to your whole lifestyle. That's basically my story and my why. And I just want to try it because I've always been afraid to start my own business. Like I tried to start a business with my sister about 2013, so 6 years ago, and it was a great idea and it could have been lucrative, but I thought it was just way too scary. We made a business plan and then just left it at that, and we were like, no, we're gonna do something else, go our own ways. So the idea of doing a type of business where I have a coach and have support, like why wouldn't I try that and put all my effort into it? So that's what I'm doing.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that.
Thanks.
So I will just touch a little bit on the business so that you understand a little bit about what Alexis is starting to do and what it is that I do and so many other people really. So we help people get healthy and feel better by using safe products and our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. We essentially start off by just replacing things in our home. Arbonne has over 400 different products. So I buy my toothpaste from Arbonne. I buy my protein powder, my skincare, you name it. I just support myself instead of supporting a whole bunch of other random brands, especially like the ones I used to. Our business is flexible. So I get to weave it around my kids' activities, work it in a lunch hour if I am at work, and work it when it works for me so that I can live in line with my values, so I can put my family first and then my work can come after that instead of the other way around. And I love that. We work about 10 hours a week, an hour a day. People do work their business less. I just say what you do, just be consistent. And we are able to leverage our time. So the way that works is, and this is the brilliant thing about social marketing or network marketing as it used to be called, is that if I work my business 10 hours a week and I teach and train 3 other people to work their business 10 hours a week, essentially I'm being compensated on 10 hours a week. And 40 hours a week. You don't need to do math to be able to do Arbonne. Anyways, I'm only successful if the people that I bring into this business are successful. I don't get anything from someone joining my team unless they're making money. So it really instills great leadership. We get a residual income. I think it's really important when you're looking at social marketing businesses to be with a company that has consumable products. I really knew nothing about this when I decided to join Arbonne, but I sure do now. Consumable meaning that someone falls in love with it and they use it and they run out and they reorder. So you're not continually asking new people to try your product. A lot of it's just people I've already shared with, and they're messaging me and they're like, hey, I need more protein powder. And I'm building, right, on my own personal business as well as my team. I get to pick who I work with. So I want to work with kind and just motivated people. And so that's really cool because we get to pick the type of energy that people have that work with us. And whereas in a traditional job, we don't really get to choose that at all unless we're the boss. And most importantly, I get to teach other people how they can get their life back, how they can either earn extra money for the things that they want to do, like travel, because you can love your job and do Arbonne and do it on the side so that you have extra money. Or if you are like me and you wanted more time, I can teach you how to do that. And like Alexis said, we teach and train you how to do everything. So we like to say that you're in business for yourself, so no one's going to tell you when you have to work or that you have to do anything, but you're never in business by yourself. You always have people to reach up to for help, and we have amazing, phenomenal training. If you knew me 2 years ago, you probably wouldn't even recognize me because I did not have the confidence that I have now. I've definitely grown into, I don't want to say the best version of myself because I think I'm going to only continue to improve on that, but definitely a better version. So next, I'm just going to talk about whole body wellness and kind of our product philosophy. So whole body wellness, what is it? So holistic wellness, it simply means looking at an object, in this case, as a whole. So your body as a whole. So all the parts of you are connected. So how you look, how you feel, and how you live your life, they're essentially connected. If you're eating crappy food and you feel crappy, you're not going to be your best self, and you're not going to attract the best things to your life. And so that's really the concept. We want you to look and feel and be your best. It basically, every day we're putting things in our body or putting things on our skin, and we can either add health or we can take it away. We're making that choice every day. So Arbonne has created products that only add health to you. We take a truly holistic approach to healthy living by recognizing that this is all connected, from your gut health to your skin and everything in between. So living your life healthy from the inside out is really the driving force between everything that we do. We were just named the #1 global brand for healthy living inside and out. And all of Arbonne's products are backed by our rock solid ingredient policy. Our philosophy is pure, safe, and beneficial. We have a not allowed list, so a banned list of over 2,000 ingredients that cannot be in any of our products. We follow the European Union, but the European Union, which is one of the safest union on that produces products, they only banned 1,400. So we're even stricter than the European Union. The FDA that regulates our products in North America has only banned 11. So that is really scary to me that there is so much stuff that can be in our products. We source only the highest quality ingredients from around the globe. We are third-party certified, including vegan, certified, gluten-free, OU kosher, and among others. We are in the process of finalizing our non-GMO certification. Our products are non-GMO, and most of them already have the certification, but some legalities are just still being worked on to have that completely 100% official. So I love knowing that our products are really awesome, so that when I am, and that they are safe, so when I am referring them to people, I feel good about that. And I also feel really good putting our products on our kids. So I'm going to talk about our 30 Days to Healthy Living. So this is the program that Alexis is excited to start, and that this program has drastically changed my life. And I will share at the end my before and after photos with you guys so you can see kind of what I looked like 2 years ago. So this program's not about counting calories or avoiding certain food groups. I've never once tracked my calories, but yet I've never felt more satisfied from the food that I've ate. I love the products because they really are the easy button. So I know probably most of us have tried to eat healthy, but then we have those days where we didn't have time to prep dinner. We got home, we're starving. If you have kids, the kids are starving. And you're like, I don't know, I'm just going to make a frozen pizza or I'm going to order food in. And then that kind of throws a curveball in what we're doing. So if we encourage whole foods, but we do have amazing products like our protein powder that are there to support you in situations like that, so you don't fall off and feel really crappy from your food choices. Because I know myself, if I eat crappy, I feel crappy the next day, and then I want to eat crappy again. So it's kind of a bad cycle. Our program, excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of water. Our program focuses on 4 different principles. So the first one is whole food eating. So I kind of touched on that. We don't eat processed foods. We want you to eat foods from the earth, things that are good for you. They're not manufactured in a plant. Go figure. We all know this. That's the best way to eat. It just takes longer to prep those things usually than opening a box and eating crackers. The second principle is avoiding inflammatory triggering foods. So this was huge for me. I had no idea that I had food sensitivities before I did this program. So inflammatory triggering foods that we avoid are sugar, dairy, caffeine, gluten, soy, and alcohol. A lot of people look at me like I have 2 heads when I tell them this, and they go, I could never do that. But trust me, it is so much easier than you think. And our program, our meal plans really support you in showing you how you can switch one food out for another, and how it is really seamless transition, and it's not as hard as you think. We're really lucky nowadays that we have so many different options out there, like gluten-free pasta, gluten-free bread, different things that we didn't have before. The third principle is the importance of absorbing your food. So nowadays, a lot of us are under chronic stress. So things that cause us stress aren't the same things that caused us stress a long time ago. Before, we would go into that fight or flight response when we were like running from a bear. But now it's things like taxes and bills and work stress. And sometimes people can't turn that stress off. So they're in that fight or flight response chronically. And when you're under chronic stress, your blood isn't going to your digestive system the way it should. It's going to, say, your heart and lungs, because it's preparing you for a battle that you're not really actually going to fight, a physical one. So you're not getting the nutrients from your food that you're eating. And also, a lot of people are eating on the go, which if your mind is occupied on, say, driving and you're eating, you're also not going to properly digest your food. So Arbonne knew this when they formulated their products. So they made them super, super absorbable. So even in those situations, you're still going to get all the vitamins and minerals that they provide you with. And the last principle is we focus on helping the organs of elimination sort through the good and the bad. So in order to understand this, picture your body as a bathtub. So everything you're adding into your body, so the products you put on your skin, the food that you eat, the thoughts that you have, they're the water. So they're filling up the bathtub. And the drains are your organs of elimination. So in this case, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your skin. And they have to get rid of all the bad stuff. But if we're constantly overwhelming them with bad stuff, they're going to start to get clogged and they're not going to work as well. And eventually that the toxic gunk is going to overflow. And the first place that it goes in our body is our fat cells. So this is really smart because it prevents it from getting into your vital organs like your heart and your lungs, where it can actually cause damage. But what it does is it makes those fat cells really stubborn to get rid of. And also, you may have seen a lot of people, and this is just one of the reasons, they lose weight, but they don't get rid of the toxins. Your body will actively try to put on fat to safely store those toxins again, because it really doesn't want to put them in your vital organs. And so if it has no more room in the fat cells, that's when it will start to create other issues. So some of the first things that you would notice is like acne, hair thinning, more PMS, like worse PMS, insomnia. That was huge for me. I had really, really bad insomnia. And then the next things you're going to start to notice is chronic disease. So high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and then even more serious things down the line. So guys, how do we fix this? That's where 30 Days to Healthy Living comes in. So it's essentially the rug to make the transition to this lifestyle easier. It allows you to put away the pizza, the pasta, and the coffee for just 30 days. 30 days so you can see what it is like to feel your best. And then we teach you how to slowly reintroduce those things, and then you can really see what affects you. And a lot of people decide to cut certain things out completely, or some people realize that, hey, dairy doesn't affect me, but gluten does, and then I'm gonna live my life this way. I, a few times a year, do this program 100%, and then the rest of the time, I live at about 80 to 85% of the time. The first time I did this program, I lost 25 pounds, and then over the course of 11 months doing it mostly 85% of the time, I lost 55 pounds, and I got rid of insomnia that I had for 2 years. I literally would maybe have one good sleep a week, and it was really, really, it was hard living that way with kids. I'm going to share my screen with you guys to show you my before and afters. Although, invite, share screen, here it is. Okay.
I'm just going to switch over my source for 1 second, so I'll be right back in 2 seconds, everyone.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Can you see my screen yet? Did it switch?
Not yet.
No? Okay. That's weird. How do I do that? Can't see my screen, can you?
No.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait. Something's
It's
happening.
going now. Oh, there
You
we
got
go.
it. Okay, you guys can see my screen? Okay, I just want to go back here.
Yep.
Okay. No, that's not what I want. Geez, sorry, just ignore this. There we go. Okay. So this was me the month before I did our 30 Days to Healthy Living. That was my face. So, this isn't working the way I wanted it to. Sorry. Okay. That was my face. Can you guys see that clearly?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so my skin cleared up a lot. That was me a couple months in. So you could see that a lot of my inflammation went away. When I first started, that was me when I started, and this was me after I lost 25 pounds. And then over 11 months, this is my progress. So day 1, after 30 days, and then after 11 months. So that was 55 pounds difference. There we go. So I just want to get—
That's awesome.
Thank you. Want to get out of the screen. Haven't done this very many times here. Zoom. Feel like I'm going to be stuck on screen share. Oh,
I think it's the back
go.
to meeting.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 1 sec. There we go. Okay. So I'll just chat about what's all in the package. So our pack comes with so this is our largest pack, and I'll tell you the difference between the smaller one and the bigger one. So the pack comes with 2 bags of protein powder. So our protein powder is sourced from cranberry, rice, and pea protein. So that's the most absorbable form of protein out there. It comes in vanilla and chocolate, so you get to choose what you want. It's non-inflammatory triggering, so there's no whey in it, because whey is dairy, and a lot of people unknowingly actually are really intolerant to whey. So that's when people tell me, I've had protein powder before, but I get so bloated. I'm like, you're probably intolerant to dairy and whey, which is basically a byproduct of dairy. It replaces a full meal and is full of absorbable vitamins and minerals. The pack also comes with 2 boxes of fizz sticks, so essentially 60 fizz sticks, which are our caffeine replacement. So I mentioned that caffeine is one of the things that we want to get rid of in the program, and that's usually where people are like, nope, I can't not have coffee. And it's actually the one thing that people tell me that was the easiest to get rid of. After 3 days, they're like, I don't think I actually need coffee. So The fizz sticks give you a really nice constant increase in energy. There's no up, peak, and then crash. You don't notice when it wears off. It's formulated with chromium and oh, are you guys still there? I just got a thing saying that we don't have that much time left, so I'll go quick.
Yep, I'm here.
It's formulated with chromium and B vitamins to help reduce stress. It supports your blood sugar and yeah, it's just really good for you. It's alkalining rather than acidic. Coffee is really acidic, and your body thrives in a alkaline environment. Comes with 2 boxes of detox tea, so that supports your liver and kidneys. So this helps get rid of all those toxins quicker. I thought it's such an under promoted product in Arbonne, but it is so amazing because if you were to do this program without the tea, you're some people get detox symptoms like, you know, caffeine withdrawals or sugar withdrawals. It takes it from an average of a week and a half people feeling crappy to probably an average of 3 days of people kind of having those symptoms. So it increases that turnover. The next product is Fiber Boost. So that comes with 30 servings of Fiber Boost. Fiber is just really good for pulling toxins out of your gut, out of your intestine, and also is really good to help you lose weight. Comes with a 7-day body cleanse. This, it tastes like lemon ginger. It's really yummy. It has aloe in it to help soothe your digestion tract. It helps get rid of heavy metals, and it helps just kind of get rid of all that gut that's stuck on the outside of your intestines, which can prevent your food from being absorbed properly. It comes with a box of Digestion Plus, which is our pre and probiotics. So it helps digest your food and helps increase good gut bacteria in the gut. 80% of our immune system lives in our gut. So good gut health is so, so important to being healthy. And so lastly, before I log off here, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about how you can shop with Arbonne. So there's 3 different ways. The first way is to be just a regular client purchasing at retail price. So it's pretty straightforward. You can look through the website and purchase product just at the price that's listed there. The second way is to be a preferred client. So this is kind of like your Costco membership. You get things at a discount. So it's $35 to be a preferred client, and that gets you 20 to 40% off for the entire year. It also gets you free shipping on a qualifying order, and you can earn free gifts too. And in order to get the 30 days to healthy living, you want to be a preferred client because then you get the products grouped together at 40% off rather than paying retail, which would be silly to even do that. It would cost you 40% more. And the third way is to be a consultant. This is where you can get 35 to 50% off your product, have the ability to build a flexible income. So whether you want more income or just need more time, we can provide you with more information if this piques your interest. It's $59 to become a consultant. And if you become a preferred client first, it's only $24 to upgrade to become a consultant, which is really awesome. And just to go over the pricing for the 30 days to healthy living, because that's what we focused on tonight. The full package, and I wanted to share my screen, but honestly, I don't want to try and do that again because I wanted to show you the picture of the products to just kind of show you how much it is. But it is 2 bags of protein, so that is 60 meals in itself. 2 boxes of the fizz sticks, that's 60 coffee replacement. 1 box of pre and probiotics, that'll last you a month. Fiber Boost, that'll last you a month, and 2 boxes of our teas, so that's 40 teas. So most of this package will last you for 2 months, or a lot of people like to share it with a buddy so that they can split the cost and do it together. So that's our Arbonne Special Value Pack, and that costs you, if you're going to do 2 shakes a day and 2 fizz sticks, it's about $10 a day, or if you spread that out into 2 months, it's $5 a day. And that one, and I was going to look at I'm just going to pull out my screen here. That one, if you pick meal replacement protein, is $3.26, and if you pick regular protein, is $3.14. And then the second option is we have a core pack. So the core pack is a smaller package that is 30% off instead of 40% off. And I'm just pulling it up here, 1 second. And that one is, if you pick regular protein, is $200, and meal replacement protein is $207. And that comes with just one bag of protein, one bag of your fiber boost, one box of fizz, one box of the Digestion Plus, and one box of tea. So essentially one of everything except the cleanse. So that is enough for you to be able to successfully do the program. And if you do the larger one, you do get a free gift, and the free gifts are phenomenal. The most expensive one's like $102. So that's a really awesome bonus too. So I wanted, last thing that I need to talk about is we're going to do a draw. So Arbonne has these really amazing eye gels that everyone seems to love. It comes in a little container like this. You may have seen them like in magazines and stuff. You put them on your eyes like this, and they help get rid of bags and dark circles in like 10 minutes. They're like, if you didn't get a good 8 hours of sleep, you can fake it with these. And I love them. I like to use them almost every morning. And they are worth retail $62. So an awesome draw prize. In order to be entered, Alexis is going to follow up with everyone that watched this. And if you get back to her by Friday, just giving her feedback like, yeah, I want to do the 30 days to healthy living, or, I'm not interested right now, maybe down the line. But you just message her back, you're going to get one entry. If you decide to do the 30 days to healthy living with us, you're going to get 2 entries. And then Alexis needs practice kind of sharing this opportunity. So if you agree to watch a 15 to 20 minute video about the business, similar to actually the one I sent Alexis was only 11 minutes. So if you watch that and agree to get on a FaceTime with us and just tell us what you thought, you're going to get 3 entries. There's absolutely no pressure involved, but it's just a good way for Alexis to learn to just kind of share and answer questions and get comfortable, because practice makes perfect. So she does have another launch date. So I'm thinking the draw will probably be Sunday, March 7th. I can't believe we're already getting into March, but maybe I wrote that date down wrong. Anyways, it'll be in the next week or so, next couple weeks. So we have like 2.5 minutes left before they'll kick us off. But did anyone have any questions?
Nope.
You guys are good?
Yeah, no, that was really great. You did a really good job. I think, I think that I'll probably do some more research just on my own and take a look more at the products itself. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your guys'